10 ದಿನಗಳ ಕಾಲಾವಕಾಶಗಳನ್ನು ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಇಲಾಖೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ, ನಿಮಗೆ ರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಸಾಧ್ಯ, ಇವರನ್ನ ಬಂಧಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಸಾಧ್ಯ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ದಕ್ಷಿಣ ಕನ್ನಡ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಗೆ ಬೆಂಕಿ ಹಾಕ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಮಗೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇದೆ.
Mangalore, Kasaragod have become the kind of a center for various activities that is being conducted, and we are hearing people are being recruited for ICS, all these days from this area. This is one missing.
Well, the political killings in Kerala is a matter of great and overarching interest for the Delhi media. The communal hatred being spread by Muslim and Hindu groups in Mangaluru and Dakshin Kannada district of Karnataka is being overlooked. Over decades, such fringe groups have turned Dakshin Kannada district into a laboratory of communal hatred.
Despite having Section 144 in place, 2 murders of political communal nature happened. RSS worker Sharat Madiwala's murder shook Mangalore.
ನಾವು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತೇನೆ, ನನಗೆ ಯಾರ ಮೇಲೆ ಡೌಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಪೊಲಿಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಬಿಡದೆ ಈಗ ಪೊಲಿಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅವರು ಇವರದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಇದವರನ್ನ ಅರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇದು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಹೇಳಿ?
Despite the prohibitory orders, hundreds of RSS workers took to the streets in protest. RSS strongman Kalladaka Prabhakar Bhatt led from the front.
Sharat's murder was part of chain of events which started from the first day of Ramzan in Dakshina Kannada. Importantly, days before Sharat's murder, SDPI leader Ashraf Kalai was hacked to death.
इधर एक मर्डर हुआ था, ऐसा पुजारी बोल के ऑटो रिक्शा वाला का, उनको 3 साल 5 साल हुआ, उसका मर्डर का साथ वाले को साथ दिया बोल के हम लोग बोल रहे थे।
तो वो किस पार्टी से जुड़ा हुआ था जिसका मर्डर हुआ था पहले?
वो संघ परिवार का।
वो संघ परिवार का।
यस।
Roads, bus stops, water taps in Sajipa village have been renamed after Kalai. Interestingly, one of the accused in Ashraf Kalai's murder case was seen with Prabhakar Bhatt in a press conference. It was to defend Bajrang Dal members who were involved in a scuffle with Muslim youth. Both the right and the Muslim fringe groups accuse each other for the communal hatred and divide in the society, while the tension is spread over different parts of Dakshina Kannada, the Udupi district and adjoining district of Kerala, Kasaragod, to are in its grip. According to the District Crime Records Bureau, 279 communal cases were registered in Dakshina Kannada between 2007 and 2017.
After the Babri Masjid demolition, things have really turned worse. From then onwards, it has almost been a continuous spate of incidents, communal incidents, interspersed in between with riots.
Bantwal Kalladaka area is at the center of the power struggle. RSS strongman Prabhakar Bhatt, known for his polarizing comments, belongs to Kalladaka. Since 2009, Mangalore has become the capital of moral policing in the state by self-proclaimed vigilantes. Remember the January 2009 pub attack where women were beaten up by Sri Ramaseni members?
देख लीजिए मैंगलोर में अभी तक कितना घटना हुआ है, उसको 2 कारण है। एक तो लव जिहाद, दूसरा गौ माता का हत्या।
A government college principal in Mangaluru told us that post-2002, members of Karnataka Forum for Dignity coerced women students into wearing burqa.
गल्फ में जो
इधर से लोग काम करते हैं,
काम कर रहे वहाँ एक फैशन हो गए। अच्छा। यहाँ भी एक फैशन हो गए।
अच्छा।
आप भी बुर्का बोले तो एक फैशन हो गया। आरएसएस के बारे में बात करने वाले नहीं थे, कोई भी बात करने वाले, इतने डर थे। कांग्रेस वाले भी नहीं बात कर रहे थे, कोई भी नहीं बात कर रहे थे। आरएसएस अनक्वेश्चनेबल जैसे थे, लेकिन हमारा तंजीम आने के बाद ये क्वेश्चन हुआ। इसीलिए हमारे ऊपर इल्ज़ाम लगाने को शुरू करे उन्होंने।
विष दिन प्रतिपल चलते आए राष्ट्र धर्म आरा.
The BJP is dependent on the Sangh Parivar, but its recent propaganda has left its own cadre red-faced. After the murder of Karthik Raj in October 2016, former Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa met the bereaved family and attacked the Congress government. But the investigations revealed Karthik's sister had allegedly planned the murder.
The assembly election in Karnataka is barely months away. Even though the Congress government intends a crackdown on the communal forces, it seems too little, too late. The statistics say that if communal incidents witness a surge in the preceding year of an election, a particular political party stands to gain.
The Netravati river is the lifeline of Dakshina Kannada. Though the Netravati ends in Karnataka, the communal venom crosses the border.
The Saffron and Muslim groups are at loggerheads. In 2 of the 5 assembly constituencies of Kasaragod, Indian Union Muslim League is the biggest political force, followed by the BJP.
मुसलमान गली में हिंदू लोग मीन्स नौजवान ऐसा नहीं जा सकते थे, उधर मारते थे.
अच्छा, तो आपके आने से क्या ठीक हो गया सर?
अभी ठीक हो.
आपके
वो उधर मारते तो हमारा गली में उसको मारता है.
When the RSS actually started to work here, this violence started actually. The BJP people and RSS people, they are very scientifically organized here, and they were getting very much assistance from Mangalore side. There's Dakshina Kannada. As Dakshina Kannada is
assistance in what sense?
No, all the sense, financially as well as manpower. And they got from their from Dakshina Kannada, because Dakshina Kannada is a very strong belt for them.
Any small tiff between two individuals from different communities can snowball into a riot-like situation.
മുസ്ലിം ഒന്ന് അവിടെ ചത്തല്ലേ, അതിലൊക്കെ ഒരു ആള് ഇങ്ങോട്ട് ഹിന്ദു ഒന്ന് വേണമെന്ന് ഇട്ടാക്കിയത്.
एक मुस्लिम का एक हिंदू जाना चाहिए, वही उसका
അടുക്കത്തെ പേര്.
गेट തുറക്കുന്ന इधर गेट खुलने का आवाज़ आया था. इधर सामने दूसरे टाइम इसको पता चल गया. यहाँ अंदर से दरवाज़ा, ये मस्जिद का अंदर खुलने का रूम से मस्जिद का अंदर का दरवाज़ा है, वो खोल के ये शीशा से देखा है बाहर. 3-4 आदमी को देखा. उसी टाइम ये पत्थर उठा के इसको मारा.
Radicalization of Muslim youth has become another concern for the Kerala government.
When the PFI started the work here in Kerala, in India, actually these Muslim people came under a good leadership and for peaceful work only. Otherwise they would have gone for such terrorist activities or such aggressive activities. But they didn't go, because a strict organization is there, a strict leadership is there. That is why they came actually under control.
As the threats of radicalization has already come knocking on the doors of Kerala, the political killings might take a back seat.